The A-League Men All-Stars are set to take on Premier League side Newcastle United this week, and the squad, the full team, has been revealed. And here's a look at it, the squad depth across the pitch. Some interesting inclusions, of course, the semi-finals taking place this past weekend. We've got the losing teams from those semi-finals, players from those sides included. So we've got Wellington and Sydney players who have been added to the squad, and we'd love to get your thoughts on it. Feel free to jump in the comments section. Let's break it down though. Goalkeepers, Alex Paulson and Lawrence Thomas. Not too many surprises there. Alex Paulson has been unbelievable this season. A good campaign as well from Lawrence Thomas. Obviously a Socceroo goalkeeper as well in Lawrence Thomas. Some interesting inclusions across the back line. You've got Ryan Grant, who's coming in from Sydney FC. Maybe a player who's past his prime and not quite playing his best football, but still a reliable option at right back. And when it comes to A-League All-Stars, I guess, Ryan Grant is a name synonymous not only with Sydney FC but with the A-League. So he earns his place in the lineup alongside Tim Payne, who has probably been the best right back in the league this season. Marcelo, Wooten and Trewin, the three central defenders there. Good to see young Kai Trewin earn a call up here to the All-Stars. Obviously recently signing with Melbourne City, but obviously played this past campaign with Brisbane Roar. And then the two experienced options in Wooten and Marcelo, again, two of the better centre-backs in the league. Of course, it goes without saying, there'd be plenty of players from both Central Coast Mariners and Melbourne Victory, the two grand final teams that I think would have been included in this side, especially in defence there. I think you look at the Mariners and Victory centre-backs and they easily could have slotted in there. Left-back options, Jordan Courtney Perkins, who's been good at Sydney this campaign, as well as Ben Garuccio. Again, I think I'm happy with those left-back options as well. So a solid back line. When we head into midfield, it's quite interesting. Luke Bratton has been included in the squad, and the big player that's missing, and we've already seen plenty of comments across the socials, is Alex Rufer. Many people feeling that he should have earned a call up to this squad. And look, potentially, obviously it's been a huge season for a lot of these players, especially at Wellington Phoenix. Potentially some of these players turned down the offer to join up with the All-Stars. But Bratton and Holman, O'Shea and Thurgate, those four central midfield players, decent options as well, and all have had, okay seasons overall. But you look at the likes of Alex Roof and maybe some other names you could throw in there as well, and maybe some players who are missing from especially that midfield area. Sort of the attacking midfielders there, Tolga Arslan, one of the best players in the competition this year, alongside Matt Leckie and Bojidar Krajev. Krajev has obviously been great at Wellington. And Matt Leckie, he's missed a lot of this campaign. He struggled with injury a little bit this past year. But I think considering the fact that, he is such a big name in Australian football, a Socceroo, and a player who can, fill a variety of positions as well, he'll be a valuable addition to the All-Star squad. Left wing, some two very talented young players in Nicholas Milanovic and Ben Old, who have both been fantastic, scored some great goals this season. And Nestori Irankunda, of course, we all know about Nestori Irankunda and his abilities. His final game in Australia in at least with the A-Leagues, whether it's Adelaide or the A-League All-Stars, before he heads off to Germany to join Bayern Munich. And then up top, no surprises here, Adam Taggart, Apostolos Stamatolopoulos, two of the top goal scorers in the league this year. I think we probably would have seen Bruno Fornaroli added to that front line if Victory weren't involved in the grand final this year. So it's a strong lineup, maybe some interesting calls here and there. Another name that I think, we're missing is Costa Barbarouses. He's been incredible this year. I definitely could have would have liked to have seen Barbarouses added to that lineup. Again, it's tricky to fit in all the players, but Barbarouses has been sensational. So maybe a couple of players from Wellington there that I think we could have seen added to this lineup. But overall, I think we're happy with it, and we'll take it to take on Newcastle United. And on Friday, let's have a look at the potential lineup that we could see start on Friday. And this is what I'm going for as my possible starting 11. Again, it's going to be interesting to see some of the discussions. Feel free to throw your starting 11 in the comments. Alex Paulson in goals, I think that's a given. He's been incredible this season. I've gone for a back four of Payne, Marcelo, Wooten, and Garuccio. So I've gone for Garuccio over Courtney Perkins. Again, though, what we usually see in these All-Stars games is at half-time or throughout that second half, the substitute substitutions are made. Pretty much everyone is brought on. I've gone through the experienced duo in midfield, O'Shea and Bratton. I think that's a pretty solid defensive midfield pairing. And then how about this front four? Ian Kunda off the right, Arslan through the middle. I've gone Lecky out on the left-hand side, obviously a position he can play, and Adam Taggart. And then you've got the likes of Ben Old, Milanovic, Kraev, Stamasolopoulos, who can come off the bench as well. But those attacking options, I'm excited to see those four players working together. You've obviously got players like Lecky, Arslan, and Ian Kunda, who can, create opportunities. And Adam Taggart, who was the Golden Boot winner in the A-League Men's this year, when he gets a chance, he finishes it off. There's a good chance that the A-League Men's All-Stars here grab a goal or two against quality opposition. So this is the starting lineup I would go for. Again, it's not a big deal when it comes to the starting lineup, because we do see a lot of those players off the bench given minutes, at least through the second half here. But again, feel free to throw your suggestions for the starting 11 in the comments. Thanks so much for tuning into this one. Join us for the live watch along of the All-Stars game this Friday night as they take on Newcastle United. We're also going to be live for the A-League Women's All-Stars game as they take on the Arsenal Women FC side as well. Thanks so much for tuning in. My name's Lockie, this is Coastwood Football, and I'll see you in the next one.